Whatever horrors you may find in these dark spaces, have heart and see them through. There are no premature endings. There are no wrong decisions. There are only fresh perspectives and new beginnings. This is a love story. Hello and welcome to Slay the Princess. This is a narrative-driven horror game about a hero being tasked with finding and slaying a princess. I did warn that there's going to be some flashing lights and like photosensitivity, so if that bothers you, maybe skip this one. I'll try and put a warning before stuff happens. But I've had this in my I've had this in my back pocket for a while, and I'm excited to check it out. It looks super cool, and I'm really interested to see what it's got. Chapter 1, The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Hell yeah. I don't want to skip anything. I would accidentally skip stuff.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
A kind of rough mission, but... So, these are options? Can I scroll? Oh my god. Explore the end of the world? What are you talking about? Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up? Explore. Killing is the princess. So I wonder if explore means I haven't done it before. Like, this is our first playthrough, so... killing the princess seems kind of bad, though, doesn't it? Can't someone else do this? Forget it, I'm not doing this. Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending? I see my second answer. Let's go with killing a princess seems kind of bad, though, doesn't it?
Are you a monarchist? Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress? If anything, slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress. Seamstresses contribute something of value to society.
Fair. Let's try the end of the world. What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her.
Okay. But how can a princess locked away in a basement end the world?
Don't linger on the specifics. You have a job to do here. Just get in there and do what needs to be done. We're all counting on you.
Do you have any evidence to back this up? Look, I'll go to the cabin, I'll talk to her, and if she's as bad as you say she is, then maybe I'll slay her. But I'm not committing to anything until I've had the chance to meet her face to face. Alright, fuck it, I'm sold. Let's get this over with.
As long as you remain focused on your goal, it should all be smooth sailing.
Got it.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
Oh. Okay, it didn't take us long to get there.
Warning. Before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
You gotta stay
We're not
strong.
gonna go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Proceed into the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
Am I gonna
The
take it?
blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
I come here empty? Explore. Or I could enter the basement. We'll take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
I came here with nothing. Enter the basement. I've got a knife hand
The door
now.
to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries up the stairs.
She's singing or something?
Who's there?
Click.
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
I told her we're here to kill
Don't
her.
let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Hi!
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
Alright.
You walk down the stairs.
She's
and lock
pretty.
eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Right?
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Yeah. What? No way. What would make you even think that? Oh yeah, you caught me. I'm here to slay you. No. I didn't decide yet. I'm just here to talk. Steal your nerves and step forward. What? No way. Why would you think that?
That giant knife you're holding kind of gives it away, doesn't it?
The blade. Of course she doesn't want to talk. Who'd want to have a conversation at knife point? We should drop it. Don't you dare.
Okay.
It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster, but killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Nope. We're getting talked out of it
Ignore
already.
the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
Oh my god. She's got puppy dog eyes.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
Are you threatening
You
me?
step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason,
Right.
And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
True.
So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
Oh, let's find out.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
What if she isn't bluffing? What if she kills us? Are you sure she isn't armed? I'm sorry, can we talk? Fuck it. Slay the princess!
Doubt, unfortunately, clouds your thoughts as you attempt to run her through.
God damn.
A moment of distraction and hesitation is all she needed to sidestep your thrust and deliver a catastrophic blow to your jaw.
She's a brute! God damn!
It feels like you've been hit with a sledgehammer. You can feel bone grinding on bone where your jaw has been fractured. Holy shit, that hurts! Though she's unarmed, the shock of that first strike is enough to stagger you, putting you and the princess on somewhat equal footing.
Son of a bitch.
Your blade slashes through the air again and again, and her fists connect with your body as many times or more, each impact as heavy as that first bone-crushing hit.
Christ.
We can still turn this around.
Give up, and lock her in the basement. Finish the job!
You and the princess stare at each other, both gasping for breath.
What's with my nails?
You probably won't make it out of here alive, but you can at least make sure that she won't make it out of here either. Excuse me?
Yeah, I'm like, what the hell's with my
Do you
hand?
think this is what I wanted to happen? I have a duty to state the facts of the situation, and honestly, it's a miracle anyone is still standing right now. Can you not feel all those ruptured organs bouncing around in there? If the princess doesn't do our friend in herself, internal bleeding is certain to finish the job. The two of you clash for the final time.
No.
You feel your ribs break as she delivers a heavy blow, but you push through the pain, falling forward and sinking your blade deep into the princess's heart.
Oh,
Gotcha.
The two of you fall to the floor.
Oh, God.
this was fun.
Was it fun?
Princess gasps, her voice an unhealthy rasp as her lungs start to fill with blood.
You put up more of a fight than I thought you would. But I have to wonder,
Yeah.
do you really think this is the end?
I don't know, he told me it would
You
be.
don't have time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Chapter 2, The Adversary. Well, I died. I was there, or is like a chapter.
You're on a path in the woods,
Oh.
and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
All right.
You're here to slay her.
Here we go. Yeah, so we got some new answers. I'm getting a terrible sense of deja vu.
Terrible sense of deja vu? No, you don't have that. This is the first time either of us have been here.
Are you sure?
Doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
If he, is it referring to me?
You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. That's fine. It doesn't matter if he can hear
Voice of the
us.
stubborn.
The only thing that matters is marching up to that cabin and winning.
True.
That's the spirit. There's no point in squabbling when the real threat is just up that hill.
Spore, this is more than just deja vu, though. I'm pretty sure the whole thing literally just happened.
It hasn't. Or if it has, I certainly haven't been a part of it. Like I said, we've just met for the first time, you and I.
Let's assume I'm telling the truth and all this really did happen. Why would I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything?
Those are two very different questions, but fine, I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me.
Okay.
If you're back here, I'm assuming you died, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
I did what you told me
We did our
to.
best with the information we were given. And we did kill her.
Yeah.
And yet you still died, didn't you? So congratulations. You've been given another chance to actually do this right. And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences. What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We killed the princess killed us, and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me.
True.
Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely? Had you failed to slay the princess, what would have happened to everyone in the place you left? Ugh, enough with the talking. We've got a fight to win. Nothing else matters.
Yeah.
I couldn't agree more. The cabin and your destined confrontation with the princess awaits.
Turn around and leave. Let's go to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat.
Yep.
Lying and cheating doesn't sound like her at all. Not that it matters. It's not like she can lie or cheat in the middle of a fight.
Fair enough.
Are you sure about that? The point of my warning wasn't to start an argument over what circumstances the princess is capable of lying in. It was to give you some broadly applicable advice.
Okay.
The princess will do and say whatever she thinks it will take to get her out of there. So don't trust her. Ever. Are we clear? Crystal. Let's just get on with it already.
Proceed to the cabin. What is this new, like... Oh yeah, see like my hand, it's a finger.
The
I'll
cabin
zoom in
is
on
tighter than its exterior would suggest.
it. It does have a
Its
little claw
cold
on it.
stone walls press in on you, as if trying to forcefully direct you towards your destination. The only furniture of note is a black iron altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge. See? Even the cabin has the right idea. Let's get moving. The blade is your implement.
Alright. Look, we got other options now. Let's approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. What are you talking about?
I can't see myself.
This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime.
Yeah. Wipe the mirror clean.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
I'm kind of curious. What am I, like a
There was
dragon
a
or
mirror
something?
a second ago. And now it's gone, so all of us can stop arguing about it and get to fighting.
I wiped it gone? Like it's just gone? The cavern is different this time.
Very different.
Yeah.
Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess. So focus up. The world is depending on you.
We'll take the knife again.
Take the blade from the altar. It would be difficult.
Enter the basement. And see, now it's a knife pointy.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a rough stone staircase, its walls pressing at your sides and tightening as you descend. The air seeping from below is heavy and oppressive.
Is this different?
With an almost sulfuric odor to it. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her fierce voice carries up the stairs.
Is that another challenger? Finally. It's been ages since I've had a good fight.
Is that different?
This isn't what she sounded like last time.
Yeah.
Her voice is a little deeper, almost threatening. Good. Sounds like a princess. As much as I appreciate the enthusiasm, just make sure you don't let your bloodlust get to your head. You need to stay focused and keep your wits about you. Remember, you're here to slay the princess, not to have a good fight.
Yeah, and I get our ass kicked this time.
As you descend the final
shit!
step, the form of the princess comes into view. A large shackle leading from her wrist to the basement wall.
She's sassy this time.
Looks like she could rip those chains out of the wall without a second thought.
Oh, it's you again. I've been hoping you'd find your way back here. Good to see that death doesn't stick for either of us.
Oh shit.
And you brought your little knife, too.
She members.
Yes. I'm going to have fun breaking you into little pieces.
I don't. She does. She looks far more foreboding this time. Fuck. There's so many options. I hope you heard that, Mr. Narrator. This is a lot different from the last time. The last time definitely happened.
Fine. Let's say for a moment I believe you. For all we know, whatever happened to you last time was just a fluke, and beyond that, do you know who doesn't remember anything that happened last time? Me. I don't remember what happened last time. Are you okay? Of course I'm not okay. As far as we're all concerned, the fate of my world is still very much on the line. Not all of us have the luxury of jumping over to a parallel universe the second we die.
So he's buying in. I'm actually here to free you. I'm not saying I'm not here to fight, but I think the two of us have a few things to unpack first, like how we're both still alive. I haven't decided what I'm doing yet. Attack the princess. I don't know what happened to you since the last time we met, but I'm not fighting a giant demon lady. Bye. Turn around and leave. Turn around and leave without saying anything. Let's go with I'm saying I'm not here to fight, but let's unpack.
What is there to unpack? I was dead and now I'm not, and the same goes for you. There. Unpacking done. Don't you get it? We've been given free rein to wail on each other. Forever.
Oh boy.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
You look different.
You look exactly the same.
Okay. I mean, is that good? Alright, let's attack the princess. God damn!
Ready to complete your destined task, you launch off the wet stone floor of the basement and catapult yourself headlong.
It's got like sad eyes and angry teeth.
Here we go. Let's make this count. Oh, we'll make it count, all right. As you bridge the gap, your blade slashes across the princess's chest, splitting skin and drawing a jagged line of bright red blood.
Got her. Fuck.
She's unfazed by your onslaught.
That sounded like it went
Her
through my
expression
throat.
barely changes as her fist collides with your ribs, cracking them like twigs and driving you right back down to the basement floor.
I can't help but I keep looking at her
Hear her
boobs.
chains snap as you struggle to recover from the impact.
Uh-oh.
She almost looks disappointed in us. Why is she disappointed in us?
Yeah.
Oh, you don't actually get it, do you?
No.
That knife may be sharp, but you clearly don't want to kill me.
Yeah.
It's not fun if you hesitate. It's not fun if you try to trick me and make me bleed out. It's only fun if you go straight for the heart. You need to put everything you have into seeing me dead. Or what's the point?
She is totally into this.
So don't be afraid. Don't hesitate. Kill me.
It's like that's what she
Don't let her
wants.
get in your head. Reincarnation or not, this world needs you to win. She's huge, but that probably means she's slower than us. Take it slow, think it through, and don't panic. Bleeding her out is our best course of action.
I need to bleed her
Don't
out.
listen to them. She understands something that they don't. The only way to win, the only way out of this is through
Shit.
her.
I mean, she just like straight throat punches. I think we're gonna bait and open
Push
out
yourself
maneuver.
off the ground and attack the princess, trying to bait and open. Do your best to outplay her, slashing out and leaving red cuts in the tattered remains of her white dress. But you have little room to maneuver. For every glancing blow you manage to land, she slams you against the wall in retaliation, each impact threatening to be the last.
Oh man.
This weak little dance isn't working. Just toughen up and overpower her.
She's looking like she's worn down a little bit in that one.
She's throwing us around like a ragdoll. I think overpowering her is a little out of the question.
It's a calm thought process as I'm getting the shit kicked out of me.
Did you think you could stop me with a few cuts? All this dancing around is doing nothing but annoying me. I own this place, and I own you.
Uh-oh.
The princess's arm
Oh,
shoots
shit.
forward, her palm wrapping around your head, fingers gripping your skull.
How disappointing.
So she looked almost sad.
She squeezes,
Oh shit.
the pressure unbearable as her fingers dig into your scalp. The last thing you hear is the unsettling crack of your skull, and the sickening churn of what was your grey matter.
Oh yo, she fucked us up.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
Son of a bitch. So now every chapter's like its own thing. The eye of the
Your
needle.
path in the wood. If you weren't so damned afraid of what she'd do to you, we wouldn't have died back there.
It's different.
Fear is good. Fear keeps us alive. We died because you didn't have enough of it.
Voice of the hunted. That's new.
So what? You'd have us cower in a corner?
Voice of the stubborn.
But that place suits her better than it suits us. She's big. We can't hope to find holes and openings down there. We need more room if we're going to survive.
That's a good point.
Are you suggesting luring her into the woods? Do you have any idea how dangerous that would be? If you lose sight of her, if she manages to slip away, that's it. Game over for everyone, yourself included.
I die in the basement anyway.
You're not challenging us on all the looping. Have you known about it the whole time? Are you the same one we've been talking to since the beginning? Sorry to disappoint what I'm sure must feel like a grand revelation, but that's not what's going on here. We've never met.
You son of a bitch.
What is going on? What's going on is that you'd only be saying the things you've been saying if you'd already been here, and if you'd already seen things you weren't supposed to have seen. It doesn't matter. We could go in circles forever. I don't like staying still for too long. Let's get to the cabin, see this through.
Let's
It's good
do
to
it.
know that at least one of you is still capable of reason. We may have the same destination, but we're not the same. You are still an other, and I don't trust you. Well, fortunately, you have an entire trip through the woods to reconsider that.
It's
There's
like,
nothing to reconsider. We're all for violence here.
hell yeah.
Are we? I haven't signed off on anything yet. Violence is the answer here, but the method is equally important to the act. You can't let her leave the cabin. It's like I said, all just circles. Instinct tells me we need space, and I trust instinct. Nothing else to say. Not for me.
I like the voice of the hunted. There, we haven't talked about how different this place is. I wouldn't even call these woods. It's like her influence is poured out into the world. Yeah.
It's evidence of one of many ticking clocks. You can't let her spread any further. Things are always changing. She changed, the cabin changed, we've changed. Why wouldn't the woods change too?
The hunted knows what's
They're
up.
not supposed to have changed. This is supposed to be a path in the woods. If it's not, it means something's gone horribly wrong.
let's proceed to the cabin. No matter what happens next, it seems like all our answers are in the cabin. We might as well see this through.
It isn't long before you find yourself at the end of the path, staring up the hill at the cabin. I hope you've given serious thought to your predicament. No last advice for us? No words of warning? From what I gather, you've heard it all before. There's no use screaming into the wind.
He's giving up on us.
I don't know. Screaming sounds pretty good right about now. I could use a little catharsis. Catharsis is for when we're finished. For now, we need to hold it out in front of us. Something to chase.
Proceed to the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is suffocatingly tight. More of a glorified tunnel than a building. Its stone walls squeeze against your sides, leaving you no choice but to press forward. The only furniture of note is an iron altar jutting out from the wall, a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you're going to do this right. See? We have even less space than before. We need space or she'll kill us. And the only space is out there.
True.
Take it.
But there's no way forward. There's a mirror at the end of the room, and that's it. Well, let's take the blade in case that...
Take the blade from the altar. Good. There's no overcoming her without it. We need every part of us to survive, and that steel claw is as much a part of us as any.
Alright, yeah, but there's a mirror.
It'll go away again.
Sure.
For something to go away, it would have to be there to begin with. And let me assure you, there's no mirror here. The only thing at the end of the room is the door to the basement.
He's getting sassy.
Arguing. Mirror or not, we need to be there. The why we pick doesn't matter. I agree with the freak. Let's get a move on already. And worst comes to worst, we can smash it.
Sure. Approach the mirror.
You step forward and approach the door to the basement, hesitating before you open it, as if you don't see it. You're rather committed to the bit, aren't you? The door's right there, it's right in front of you.
Clearly.
This really is just like last time. It smells of nothing, yet it's still there.
Wipe the mirror clean.
You reach forward and drag your hand across the door leading to the basement. As if on command, it slowly slides open, scraping against the floor as it reveals the dim path ahead.
Okay.
Why am I not surprised? It was in our way, and now it's not. That's all that matters.
He's so straightforward.
Before you is what may as well be a sheer cliff face. There are enough footholds that you'll be able to clamber your way to the bottom, but it will require careful effort. The air hissing up from below is warm and wet, like the breath of an enemy locked in close quarters. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
How are we gonna escape?
Her voice, bold and fierce and impatient, echoes from the chamber below.
Do you have more fight in you than last time? That was such a disappointing show. I know you can do better than
She's
that.
gonna be like fucking gargantuan.
Rile her up. If she's angry, she'll make mistakes.
You want to fight? Then how about you come and get one? I know you can't get out of there on your own. Are you sure you still want to fight? Continue to the basement. How about this? How about you come and get one?
That's not how this works. I'm all chained up, remember? How about you come down here and fight me?
Okay.
Those chains were nothing to her.
Yeah, I was saying she broke them, didn't she?
There'll be nothing to her this time. But we need to show ourselves first to make her boil over. Fine by me.
Continue to the basement.
You've nowhere to go but down. You start the difficult journey, gripping the stone, lowering yourself foot by grueling foot. But soon, there is solid ground beneath you. Remember, every crack and crevice will need to be faster than her.
It's gonna be hard to crawl out of here. Do you have like wings or some shit?
Turn to face what lies at the end of the narrow tunnel. The princess, imposing and tightly muscled, grins back at you from the darkness. Her
like
face widens into a broad grin.
That's how I die.
There you are, knife in hand. How thrilling. Attack me, bleed me, twist the blade in my flesh. Break your bones against my body. I want a real challenge this time.
She's getting into it.
We can't get that close. She'll kill us in the tight space, steel claw or not. Make her come to us, stand beyond her chains, and let her become frenzied. She'll break them. Then we run.
Sounds good to me.
I really don't like the sound of this. It's the only way we live.
Yeah.
Well, what are you waiting for? If we're gonna do this right, you can't be scared. You need to want this as much as I do.
Hell yeah.
So go on. Make the first move. Don't keep me waiting.
Let's talk a bit first. We always fight when we're done, but I have questions. I want to know what happened after you killed me. Not down here. If you want, you'll have to come and get me. If you want to fight, if you want a good fight, if you really want to see me at my best, we need somewhere with more space. Why don't you want to be free? Why do you insist on fighting me to death down here in the dark? Step closer, stopping just outside her chains.
You step forward, stopping just outside the reach of her chains. The princess scoffs.
Yeah, it's kind of like a scoff, I guess.
Oh, you're up to something tricky, aren't you? You're teasing me with what I want, but I'm sick of waiting.
Hell yeah, what do you want?
I'm not going to let you give me another bad fight. I'm going to get what I want.
Bloody desire in
Christ.
her eyes, the princess rushes
Fuck's
forward,
sake.
roaring her chains as they bend and snap. Run.
Yeah.
Without hesitation, you turn back the way you came and scramble up the ledge towards the tunnel entrance.
It's like hot and terrifying too.
As
Oh
you
my
near the
god.
top, hands desperately clawing at jagged stone, you glance back. The princess is right on your heels. She doesn't bother to scale the wall as you do, instead digging deep into the rock of the cliff face with her fingertips in her rapid pursuit.
Can we just like kick her down?
Where you go, I will follow.
Oh, hell yeah.
You reach the ledge and hoist yourself up into the tunnel, the cabin door finally in sight, at once within your grasp and infinitely distant.
What is all of this for? What's the point?
She just crushed
You
me?
and I are always going to end in violence, so why bother to run? I know what I am. Why can't you be the same? Little bird,
Jeez.
where do you think you're going?
The sound's so good.
We're almost there. Don't think about almost. We're there when we're there. And we'll take the fight with us. Your skin hums tight with adrenaline as you burst through the cabin door and roll onto the grass.
Jesus.
Glance back at the cabin as the princess, singular in her desire to destroy you, explodes through the doorway. You are walking a dangerous path. If you waver once, it's all over. So get it right.
We're fucked.
There's nothing left to slow me down. Do you think this is better for you? Do you think this space gives you an edge? Then show me. Show me that you've been worth all the room you've taken up in my head.
Oh, she can't get a heart.
Do it.
I can't. I'm on her mind. That's what I want to say.
Be
Do
swift, strike true, be where she's not. Let your body move you.
it. Ultra instinct. You followed right into my trap. Now we'll just go straight to slay the
You leap
princess.
from the grass and bound towards the princess, keeping low.
Hell yeah, we're going low.
Charging me head on. Brave and foolish.
My only option.
Her body braces for impact, anticipating the clash. That's where you're both wrong. Left, now.
All right.
As the
Woo!
princess strikes, your body swerves to the left. She overextends, stumbling as her balance shifts unexpectedly. Strike. Before you can finish the thought, you lash out, the blade slicing through her leg. She turns to
It's
swing
not her
again.
leg.
Right. You move out of the way, but this time it's not quite as clean. You can feel a bruise already blooming where her elbow crashed into flesh.
Damn.
It's nothing. A scratch. Yes, it could be worse. And you managed to gift her another cut in return. I'll be damned.
2 to 1,
We're
baby.
actually gonna pull this off, aren't we?
Oh shit.
You just might. But don't let it get to your head. Not until it's over.
Yes, finally! This is the hole I felt in my heart. This is what I've needed. This is what I've been missing. This is how it always needed to end. Both of us giving it our all, beating and bleeding each other to death.
The two of you engage in a devastating flurry of blows, each of you wounding the other again and again.
I mean, we're just nickel and diming her
She's
here.
stronger, but you're faster, and the deeper the both of you fall into your lethal dance, the more your edge shines over hers. She's slowing down, blood pouring from wounds, splattering at her feet, leaving her weak and unsteady.
No.
More! Keep going, we can't stop now!
Death by 1,000 cuts.
You spy an opening, but this time she's waiting for you. She lets you sink the blade deep, trapping you in place long enough to wrap you in her impenetrable arms. You're slammed to the ground. Nothing! These blows are nothing to us! But her gambit wasn't enough to close the gap. It wasn't enough to kill you. She stares you down, coughing up a splash of blood as she gasps for breath.
You've outplayed me, haven't you?
My vision's getting red, though.
Something feels wrong. Something.
And? Then what happens?
Did I die? What? Did it just pull her into the ground? Lure an enemy to an advantageous terrain and win. But you don't have the chance to respond. Something has taken her away, and it's left something else in her place.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
I don't know where she went. I don't know how we'd even go about looking for her. The narrator's gone. I think I'm supposed to look at the mirror. The narrator's gone.
Does that mean the world ended? It hasn't ended. We're still here. The world didn't end. We're still here. Come on. We just need to keep going.
All right. I think I'm supposed to look at the mirror.
Something dreadful about it. I don't think you should. That thing reeks of death. Screw the mirror. We just need to find the princess.
How do I find her without... I mean, what's the other option?
She's gone. It's just us and that awful thing. It's like it's mocking us.
A little bit.
Let's just stay still.
Okay, well, I only got one option now.
I'm begging you, don't do this.
The mirror never scared you before.
It's different now. It feels, I don't know, final.
We did it anyway. You approached the mirror. Okay. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. It's you. Yeah? Little golem thing. You're alone in a place that's empty, and it's quiet here. Oh, really? Proceed to the cabin. Oh, no! You're at the cabin, am I? Approach her.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
It's got like the hand thing from like My Hero's bad guy going on. But she's still trying to lie to me. Gift of a fragile vessel. It's just the world. Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a... Is she talking about me? Let her out of there? Do you know the narrator? Are you what sent me to slay the princess? Are you what trapped me here? Do you know about the worlds beyond this place? Are you the princess? Do we know each other? What happens now? Attack and destroy the body. Do you know the narrator?
You are the only thing I have ever known.
Okay.
The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
Okay. Gift of a fragile vessel?
Yes. Nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond. Perspectives to make my own.
Okay.
This one yearns to grow and struggle. Even now I feel a will pushing against mine, not realizing that we are one. She will make for a fierce heart. Do not mourn her. We will provide her with the growth she fought for.
I don't know. I feel like I'm being tricked. Is this the end of the world?
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
True. Are you what sent me here to slay the princess? Are you what trapped me here?
I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free.
Attack the entity or destroy your body. That's what it kind of seems like. It's gonna take my body, doesn't it? Fuck it, we attack the entity. Your wheel cuts across the entity in front of you, but nothing happens.
My roots burrow in an ocean beyond your sight. We cannot harm each other as we are now.
Okay. Destroy your body? What are you?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
I don't know. What do you mean?
Thoughts without connections. A dim and nascent network. I wish to be more.
What do you think I am?
I think that you are like me.
How so?
We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
Oh, you complete me? What happens now?
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them.
We?
There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I was sent to slay the princess to stop her from destroying that world. If I help you, is that what you're going to do? How many more pieces of you do I have to find?
More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home.
I don't even know what that means. What if I don't let you do this to me?
Then we will be here forever, as we are now. Unfinished, dry, hollow.
Interesting. I'm not going back.
If you need time, then I'll wait with you.
Wait forever. Wait forever.
You are as I am now, and forever is a long time to remain undone. I am not you, but I know that I would return before forever was finished. What textures will you weave for yourself to occupy forever? Will you place the images of you and I into a box for safekeeping?
Put it in the memory bank.
If you close that box, will you become another you in another world? An imaginary pattern repeating itself until it can no longer bear the weight of its hand-drawn cage. You'll always come back to the box, because you'll always want to know what it means to be you. I will be here waiting by your side until you're ready to return to mine.
Wait, did it just crash? I think the game just crashed. What? Is that what waiting forever is? Is it makes the game crash? Wait a second. Wait a minute.
You have returned to me. Though you were gone mere moments, I never left
That's
your side.
fucking clever. That's fucking clever. That's funny as hell. Oh. These are all my only options. Aren't you scared I'll find a way to kill you?
I have not lived. I am not afraid to die.
Fine, make me forget.
She asks that I tell you to remember her.
That sounds like I will.
You won't.
Everything goes dark and you die. I should have ended my body. I didn't have the option again. Chapter 1, The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path,
The
is a
real
cabin.
Slay the Princess starts here.
And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
How interesting. I think we're gonna take another run at this. But just because this one's getting kind of long, we're gonna hold this run through here. I hope you enjoyed. I thought this was super cool, and I don't think I've ever played something like it. It's definitely like a choose your own adventure, I think. I don't know how much control we have, but we're definitely gonna do a part 2. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and hope to see you in the next one. Bye.